Okay, so welcome to Shy Sammy, page 28 on the 28th of October. The first word is the word participate. What's the word? Excellent. Participate, which is to be actively involved or to take part in, collaborate, cooperate, sometimes to compete, right? To take an interest in something, to be engaged or to perform on stage is to participate, like in a play. Maybe you're an actor or an actress. It's really when you invest time or care or sometimes even money. It could be a charitable thing. Maybe you're donating time or money to a church or to a community organization to help people out. To get actively involved, participate. Okay, so let's go. Participate. Participate. We use k. So let's go. Participate. Participate. Okay. And don't limit yourself. Participate, participates, participated. Drop the silent E when you add ED. Participating, participation. Drop the silent E, right? When we add ing, tion, it's a suffix that means full of. All right, so how do we mark this up? We have 1, 2, 3 things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the or, the A, and the silent E twice. Draw an arrow back. Why? You got it. You know the rest. I see a rule here. Excellent. Rule 2, soft C, when followed by Y, I, or E. The next word is the word cancel. What's the word? Excellent. Cancel, which is to end or to stop, to delete, to abandon, to scrap, to drop, to postpone, to void something, okay, is to cancel it. Sometimes a transaction has to get canceled because there's something wrong with the credit card or the system. We've heard a lot this summer about cancel culture as well. People going on social media and basically trying to destroy people's lives, whether they did something right or something wrong. It's not nice to do that to somebody, regardless of who they are. Expose them for who they are, but don't try to destroy and end their lives. Anyway, I don't like to pontificate about that stuff, but cancel culture is very destructive. Okay? All right. So, cancel. Let's go. Can sell. Cancel. We use k. S. So let's go. First syllable. Can. Second syllable. Sell. All right. Again, I see a rule here. Let's just do repeat for rule 2. All right. The next word is the word urge. What's the word? Excellent. Urge, which is a strong desire. Okay. A feeling. So think about this. How many of you, when you smell something that is appetizing to your nose, you get the urge to eat it right away? Yeah, it's a strong feeling. To urge somebody to do something is you're making a serious point. This is important. This is important. You need to study for your test. Okay? Sometimes it can be an impulse. Anybody who's got a baby brother or sister, or even us, we are all guilty of it from time to time, right? We know we're not supposed to do something, but we have the urge to do it anyway, right? We bother someone, we poke them, we do, so we have that impulse every once in a while, okay? But in a more positive sense, it could be to yearn for something, to long for something, to implore, to encourage. I encourage you to go to college. Okay, I urge you to go to college. Okay, something that's urgent is serious. Okay, urge. Let's go. Urge, silent E. We use the like in nurse. Urge. Let's go. Urge, silent E. Urge. Believe it or not, we have 3 things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the the G, and the silent E twice. Job number 3, and you got it. Rule 3, soft G, sometimes when followed by Y, I, or E. Urgent care, by the way. Anybody who has some of their medical work done, they may go to urgent care. Okay, so again, it's a serious matter, right? Think about that. So the next word is the word timidly. We learned the word timid, right? Being shy, introverted, which was another vocabulary word that we learned. To do something softly or gently is to do it timidly, right? You hold a baby sometimes timidly. You're a little scared. Oh my God, I don't want to break this child, right? I don't want to drop him. To do things tenderly, delicately. Sometimes we see a pet, an animal, and we're a little reluctant to pet it. Does it bite? Will it bite? So we do it timidly. We do it very, very slowly and cautiously. So sometimes we're apprehensive and reluctant. Okay? Timidly. Let's go. Timidly. Timidly. And the suffix ly is an adverb, and it describes an action. So you do things slowly, you do things in a slow way. Ly means in a certain way, nervously in a nervous way, timidly in a timid way, slowly in a slow way. Okay? All right. So again, timidly. You do shy in a shy way, introverted, softly, gently, tenderly, delicately, apprehensive, reluctant. So the next word is the word bellowed. What's the word? Excellent, bellowed, which is really to speak very loudly. All right? Sometimes mom will call you in from the other room. She bellows to you. Dinner's ready. Clean up your room, something like that. Bellowed. To shout, to yell, to speak, to holler, to speak loudly, rather. To scream, to shriek, to cry. Vociferate. I like that one too. To be vociferous is to speak very loudly. There are certain students in the class who shall be nameless who have a knack and almost have elevated it to an art form of bellowing. Okay, bellowed. Let's go. Bellowed. Bellowed. For the O, we use ow, o. Bellowed. Let's go. First syllable, bell. Second syllable, load. Bellowed. And of course, the base word is bellow. Okay? Technically, it's not a homograph because it's got the past tense, but a bellow is it almost, if you've ever seen a fireplace and they have these old handheld, it looks like almost like a pump that adds oxygen to the fire. Those are bellows also. Okay, but we'll leave it for now. We have two things to notice that we divide the syllable by the double consonant. We have two things to mark up. Underline the O, second sound. Underline the D, second sound. Okay? The next word is the word audience. What's the word? Excellent, audience. A polite audience will wait to clap until the end of the song, the end of the performance, the end of the play, or the end of the act. Okay? But to be in an audience means to be, using an old vocabulary word, a spectator, a patron, a viewer, an onlooker, a fan. When people gather together in an audience, they sometimes will call it an assembly, a crowd, a gathering, company. Okay? Audience, you could always tell it has something to do with auditory. Anytime you hear AUD, it has something to do with hearing or sound. Okay? Audio files, things like that. Okay, audience. I'm sorry. Audience. And we use k, the or that cannot be used at the end of a word. Let's go. Audience. Okay, 1, 2, 3 things to mark up. Let's go. Underline the or, the C, and the silent E twice. Job number 3, but. Excellent. Rule 2, soft C when followed by Y. I, or E. And for all of us, the last word, the WAD, is a math concept we learned last year. Capacity. All right. And capacity is the amount of liquid that a container can hold. Like we have cups, pints, quarts, half gallons, gallons, and so on and so on. Okay, so if you remember, we did it for a long time, all the classes, a lot on capacity, liquid capacity. How many of you have ever tried to drink something and your mouth fills up and you try to go and go and go and fill it up more and more and more, or same thing with the balloon, and then it gets past that point and it just explodes out of your mouth or out of that balloon. Okay, so capacity, capacity. We use a, and k, s. Capacity. We have 2 things to mark up. Think about it. Third sound. And we have to put a little 1 over here because it's not capacity. Okay, and I see a rule here. Exactly. Rule 2, soft C, when followed by Y, I, or E. Okay, so let's review. Capacity. All right. Audience. And again, AUD is Latin, I believe, for hear. Okay. Bellowed. The audience bellowed. Okay, you can't bellow timidly, by the way. Those are sort of antonyms in terms of speaking, but they're technically not antonyms in that regard. Okay. Urge, silent E, urge. Cancel. Participate. Shy Sammy. Actually, there you go. You will also be looking up the etymology for the word shy. It is very, very unusual, but it makes a lot of sense if you go through it carefully from where it started. The pronunciation is odd because it comes from German, I believe. But in the end, when you get to the modern root, it makes perfect sense. Okay? You will be looking up the etymology of the word shy also. No, Mr. Modell. No. Yes, indeed.